feel like I've fallen behind on posting a video or two consistently on the past couple of Mondays. And the weather's a little bit cooler this morning, so I felt like going for a short walk around the park. And also getting cooler because 2 very big storms are supposedly coming this way, so. But every time I keep looking at the weather, it just shows scattered showers. But I live on the west part of town, so the rain has always been less here, even during Harvey. Just been doing thinking, since this channel is not only about, camera gear and photography and filming, but it's been a while since I've had a decent video talking about theater and acting. So I'm gonna film in the shade. Also because the sun's getting above the clouds and getting pretty bright pretty fast. Since this whole thing began, and theaters have had to close, understandably, because you don't want people getting sick. And so, what are people supposed to do to get creative? What are actors and, people behind the scenes supposed to do? Well, clearly a lot of them have taken up doing plays over Zoom. I know locally we've got a Zoom Shakespeare thing going on. And also a drunk Shakespeare going on, which I don't have anything against, people doing anything like that to keep the creativity flowing. I mean, some people do Zoom plays in and of themselves. I've made videos trying to think up either original things or videos that would spoof what's been done, what was going around. I wanted to make a video like where people trade off cameras and then punch and it transitions to the other. I wanted to do something like that, but sort of in a Shakespearean style. And then as I was trying to get other people on board for it, I checked YouTube, and sure enough, somebody's already done it. So, but it's not like multiple people can't have the same idea of a concept at the same time. It's been done before. But I'm going through seeing what I can do to take from what has been done, not necessarily to copy it, but to find a starting point where I can build on it, and then try to think what I can do to make it my own. And I haven't heard a whole lot of other actors saying that they've been memorizing a slew of monologues during all this downtime, but come to think of it, I probably should, just to keep the repertoire, just in case when everything opens back up. I mean, my personal opinion, I haven't been watching the Zoom stuff very much, just because I'm trying to choose my words very politely. It just didn't hold my interest. It makes people happy, and it's for the people who are doing it more than the people who are watching it, I think. Because it gives them something to do to pass the time. It gives them the chance to still try to act. Whether or not some of them can act, I don't know. That's personal opinion stuff. But no, I am curious as to what anyone else out there has done acting wise or theatrically. What has anyone out there done to keep the creativity flowing during all this? I mean, some people have been able to pull off trying to put on a show while keeping 6 feet apart at least, and I think it works fine. It's just more difficult when you're doing it for film and then presenting it on YouTube or Facebook, as opposed to having an audience there live, because it is a different feeling when you're doing it live compared to doing it as a recording for people to watch later. The immersion is, it's different. It's like being at a movie theater, watching a movie that's trying to get you really into it, and all you have to do is look outside that rectangular frame, and it's like, yeah. But when you're surrounded by actors live, it's, you can really feel pulled into that set. And also, since the summer began, I was invited by a couple of friends in theater, start playing D&D. So I thought, why not? Give it a shot. And for anyone doubting, D&D, thinking it's just a nerd thing, no, it's actually really good to get your brain to do some critical thinking and to build up the improvisation skills. Because anyone who's played it can probably testify that nothing ever goes exactly as planned. And I found myself many times when having to, RP in a moment, like, man, my communication skills with NPCs or other players, like, it sucks. I got to work on this. Just the same as when I directed a show last year, I knew that I had to work on my communication skills. So that's a good something to do. And the clouds haven't totally come in yet for the storms. They're supposed to do it this evening.
Yep, I can tell the storm's coming.
Well, how can you tell, old man? Is your elbow acting up? Is your knee got some water on it?
Don't be a stupid jackass. I looked up the weather.
And this is a Gulf coastal region, so pressure usually keeps a whole lot of rain away. Happens every few years, but also a friend invited me to start taking part in like the 30-day photo challenges, and that's also been pretty good to help with creativity for photography, because I'm trying to learn new techniques and shoot a different style every day, which is work in and of itself. And there are, other people who are able to post much better photos and get so much more variety every day. And there are times when I feel like I'm stuck or can't travel to where I need to, and sometimes I'm trying to reach out to people and it's like, oh no, I wish I could, I'm busy right now. Like, yeah, sure you are. It is what it is. So it's like, even though I know I need to work on my communication skills and would like, a friend to shoot, I always felt like I was better at, shooting things and places more than people. I enjoy it more. It's less anxiety. But when the opportunity comes up, I'm not going to say no. I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place here, but, mainly I've just been thinking about theater. When is it going to come back, depending on what happens in the world? Like, how soon is our theaters going to try to open back up? Or are you going to, put a sign to make a space between every couple of seats? Because I don't know if that would work, because if somebody has to get up and go to the bathroom, they're going to, do the thing they do, crossing right in front of you saying, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. So I don't know, I think it's probably going to be until way into next year when it actually happens. So, good on everybody for doing, broadcasts of stuff for people to watch. I wanted to post a video, I guess sort of a music video that I was working on, because it's been a long time since I really put what I could consider a music video together. And sort of in the style of the old Looney Tunes, piece of classical music set to chaos. Something like that. I'm like, yeah, we haven't seen that in quite a while. I kind of want to do that. Either bring it back or just give people a laugh. So, please, by all means, let me know in the comments down below, what anyone out there is doing to stay creative as a performer, or just as an artist for whatever, whether it's theater, acting in general, acting for film, photography, what kind of photo challenges you're doing, if you're doing a 30-day photo challenge right now, or a year long where you've got a set style to try out every day. Even if they're styles you know how to do, it can't hurt to practice. Those are my thoughts. I'm gonna try to make an attempt to really make more of these creative thought type videos, since there's not a whole lot of theater going on currently. But yeah, give a like and subscribe so we can start having discussions, in the comment section under these videos about creativity. And so yeah, thank you for watching, and y'all be excellent, and I'll see you in the next one.